Hey, welcome everybody, how's it going? Chris here, and today I'm going to bring to you an overview of this big, beautiful Adamantium collection that I got a while ago. I finally finished it, went all through it, so what I'm going to do for you today, like I said, an overview, but I also own all the single issues that are collected in this as well, so I'm going to go through, just give you a quick overview of the contents, and show you also the individual books that I have, the singles. So, massive book. It's put together really well. It's over a foot tall, very, very large. It's over, or roughly 16 pounds too. Very hard and heavy book to read. And you gotta be very careful with it, you know, if you don't want to break the spine or anything like that. But it's put together very well and sewed and glued, and just the way the book is produced has been really well. The cover art, this is Billy Tan. Actually, Billy Tan was the cover, and most of the characters, I don't know why they chose this picture, most of the characters on the cover actually don't appear in stories in this book, but nonetheless, really awesome. And let's see, our back cover is done by Lino Francis Yu and Edgar Tadeo. Really awesome back there. And then we have on the slipcase as well, because so the slipcase has Gabriel Dell'Otto, really nice slipcase, and the back. So the back of this slipcase is done by Steve McNiven and Mark Morales and Maury Hollowell. So I do like Steve McNiven's artwork. Beautiful look there, which is obviously a likeness to the Claremont and Miller 4-issue mini of issue number 1 of that. Great black and white there, and to introduce you to the first story here. So there's Wolverine Origin. Beautiful cover, I love that one. Also, just to give you guys a sense of the size of the pages, here's a regular comic book, so you can see how large, upscale, you know, from that to that. And also another thing for reference, here's a comic book page that is typically used to produce artwork nowadays. And you can see how large that page is well too. It's just kind of under the size, right? But basically all the area where you would do the artwork in the page, which is roughly, I think I got 15 by 10, something like that, for the artwork size. Okay, so that's huge. Those are massive pages. So that's one of the first stories presented here. That's all 6 issues that they have in here. All 6 issues of the Origin. Here's one of the most beautiful pictures there. James Howlett down on the floor, claws popping out. And so this book was a real shocker, because most of it, through reading, you would think maybe that the character Dog Logan is Wolverine, but you find out that it's not. It ends up being a sickly child known as James Howlett. Here's the first issue, number 1 of Origin, The Hill. I really like this cover. This is first issue and second issue are my favorite covers. So if you didn't know anything about Wolverine, actually looking at this picture, you might think that this character would be the Wolverine character, but this is Dog. You have James Howlett right here, which is Wolverine, and Rose. So here's issue number 2. And also just let you know, the team on these, Jenkins, Kubert, and Eisenoff, with these covers by Joe Quesada. Beautiful. I love the canvas colors that they've done throughout the whole thing. So that's a really cool cover. That's issue number 2, Inner Child. Issue number 3, The Beast Within. 4 with this wolf. Looks like a wolf on the cover there. Heaven and Hell. Creepy eye. Part 5, Revelation. And if I recall, there was a cover similar to this on Wolverine Origins, where it was Wolverine and a wolf reflected in the water. So that was really kind of cool homage, of course, to this. If I had it on hand, I'd show you, but I don't. And here's part 6. So what I actually only noticed this year, of course, when I reread these and going through this Adamantium collection, on this hill, this rock that he's on, if you look at the shape of the rock, it kind of looks like a Wolverine mask. So you see the ear fin kind of right there, the head coming down, eye right there, and then this is where the face would be. So it just looks like a profile of the mask. Really looks kind of cool. So dust to dust. Okay, so this story was really cool. If you want to find out the process, what happened to Logan, how he got his adamantium, this is the book you definitely want to get. You can actually buy these in the singles for fairly cheap as well too. You can get the a graphic novel for fairly cheap as well too. So here we have the Marvel Comics Presents issues 72 to 84. So there's issue number 72. '73. 74. So again, these were anthology books, so you got only a part of the story in these books, and that's why it took so many issues to tell, because it was telling, I think it was up to 3 stories in a single book. Issue 76. 77. 78. 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, and 84. So next here we have this issue, and might as well show it right now. Here it is. There's issue number 162 of Uncanny X-Men, and this is just picking up from a ongoing story where it's Brood versus the X-Men, and Wolverine, he's trying to save the rest of his teammates while fighting off this transformation of becoming a Brood. Really neat individual Wolverine story. So again, great, beautiful artwork. What was the team again? The cover is Cockrum, but I think it's yeah, right here. Here we go. Pencils. Dave Cockrum. Yeah, so it's a Chris Claremont, Dave Cockrum book. It's beautiful seeing this stuff in such a large format. Awesome, awesome stuff. Okay, so now this one is definitely a must-read, must-have, I think. Gotta have this one at least in graphic form. The issues are getting more and more expensive, and of course this is mostly the book that is that they're basing the Wolverine movie on, is this 4-issue miniseries by Frank Miller and Chris Claremont. and it's the story of when he goes to Japan. So in previous issues of Uncanny X-Men, he'd already met Mariko Yoshida, so he goes there to meet her again, and you get this story from it. Which is really, really cool. So there's my issue number 1 that I have, and I bought these many years ago, and when I saw a couple of years ago Chris Claremont at a con, got him to sign them. So here's issue number 1. Issue number 2, that's where the first Yukio, Chris Claremont. Issue number 3. And issue number 4. And then we go on to another story here that, as I recall, was presented by Barry Windsor-Smith. Again, another one. Some of his stuff was just the most gorgeous, unbelievable stuff that that was produced for Wolverine and some of the X-Men stuff. Just great stuff. So this one is mostly with Lady Deathstrike, which is pretty cool. So here's my copy of that. Okay, so another one here. This is Uncanny X-Men number 268. So there's my individual copy. Okay, so another great recolor of that classic cover, and I think that looks beautiful. That's amazing the way it's produced there. Really great, great piece of artwork. So here we have Wolverine issue number 75. I'll show you guys my cover there. This is the one with a really cool hologram on the front there. Those claws coming right at you. Some beautiful artwork, that's for sure. Adam Kubert and great writer Larry Hama. So that's kind of a flashback right there where Magneto was ripping the adamantium out of him. Okay, so here we have in Wolverine this 4-issue story called Not Dead Yet. Okay, so here's my 4 issues right there. So that's issue number 119, part 1. And this is the artwork that you see on the back of the on the back of the book itself. So right there, that's the cover, back cover of the book. Issue 120. $121 and $122. Okay, so this next story that we have, this individual story presented here in Wolverine issue number 32. In this one, if you like the kind of old kind of ghost stories or an EC feel, this really has it. Throughout this whole one, Wolverine does not say a word, and he's in this what seems to be a World War II camp, and he's one of the prisoners, and they keep trying to kill him, and he doesn't die. If you want to be up to date on where Wolverine is now, basically, and what's happening with him, they have issues 1 to 3 of Wolverine and the X-Men in here. I love the first and second covers. The third regular cover, not so much. But so there's the first cover, Chris Bachalo, or Bacalo, however you want to say it, artwork. Issue number 2 with their own The school gets their own Krakoa, which is kind of cool, but they got to fight it first. And then here's issue number 3 of that, with Quentin Quire on the front. So in the next few pages here, they just go over all of the stuff that happened in, oh heck, what was it, 2009, where that month they did all of these Wolverine appreciation variant covers for everything that was coming out for that month. I got a few of them, didn't get them all because it would have been kind of expensive at the time, but some really interesting artwork, as you see here, you know, Wolverine, kind of, and it's done in the portrayal of some other really, you know, time period artists, right? And there we go. So that is the book. That is the Adamantium collection. So I think it was just put together very well. Awesome collection. You got to be really kind of pumped for it. Really got to kind of be a fan to really own this huge of a book and have to deal with it. Again, like I say though, it does come with a digital copy as well. If you guys you know, wanted to get it, but you know, if you wanted to keep referring back to some of the things in the stories, you do get a digital copy that you can use. So yeah, that's about that, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's an awesome book. I'm really excited for it. So please leave all your comments or questions down below, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.